Hi guys, welcome back to the Soccer Kicks channel where I give you a full review of football releases as well as tips and tricks to get the most out of your product. Today we have the Adidas Messi F50 Elite to go over, so let's get right into it. Before we get into the review, let's talk about custom boots for pros. There are certain boots that players wear that are pretty much the same as the ones sold at retail store. However, there are some players like Messi, Ronaldo, and others that have slight modifications to the boots they wear. Messi in particular has a very different boot when compared to the retail version, and Adidas has blessed us with a close one-to-one copy of what the Argentinian wears. This is a very cool and unique release because of that. The price point for these sat at $270 when they released last June. The upper is a synthetic material they are calling Hybridtouch. It's quite soft and feels like leather. When comparing it to the normal F50s, the upper is a hair thicker. The upper also includes a Sprintweb 3D texture which gives you grip, and you can see the texture on each side of the boot if you zoom in really closely. On these, it felt a little less aggressive as well than on the regular F50s, and maybe it's just because these feel softer. The design is a takeaway from the 2011 Adizero Primes, which is a bit random because Messi wore the leather version of this boot, but it still looks cool. In terms of the sole plate, it's the same Sprintframe 360 outsole as the regular F50. It's not really that aggressive or snappy. You also have a low pointed toe box, which I personally like. Here's where I'll go back to how Adidas gave us a close one-to-one remake. Messi has a different outsole, but I'm pretty happy with this one as it's very balanced and not extremely aggressive, and it's also suitable for both grass and AG pitches. In terms of fit, they are very comfortable out of the box, especially for a speed boot. These feel so much better on your feet when slipping them on for the first time compared to the regular F50s. The one thing I don't love is the iconic burrito style tongue that Messi has been known to use for years. There's a tendency for the tongue to move around a little as you play. It's not messing with performance, but it did annoy me a little bit. Judging by the initial fit and feel, I would say these would probably take about 3 to 5 sessions to break in. If you're looking at trying out a pair for yourself, I would recommend going half a size down. I normally wear a size 8 US, and the ones on my feet now are a size 7.5 US. Width-wise, the size 8 US felt great, but I noticed they were a little too long, so I went down to a 7.5 US for a perfect fit. If you're in between sizes, just take that into account. Now let's review the biggest win and loss of these boots. The win here is that Adidas has finally given us a very close model of what Messi wears, which is really cool. It's not very common to do, and I personally would rate these as one of the top releases, if not the top release of 2024. The biggest loss is that although we did get a very close model of what Messi wears, it begs the question, why didn't Adidas just go 100% of the way? I think people would have paid a little bit more to get this, and the brand could have justified the additional cost. But again, I'm pretty happy with these and really enjoyed them. That's the Adidas F50 Messi Elite for you. I'll leave a few links in the description in case you're interested in buying these. If you have any questions or opinions about these, leave them down below and I'll answer them as they come. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. See you on the next one.